and it's fun to run. And yeah, heard the news about Sony basically shutting down their this games by 2028. Oh man, I've had 25 years experience in repairing video game consoles. I've repaired PS2s, PS3s. I probably can do a PS4, but really never had to do the task because they're a very reliable system. I think Sony, in my theory, is making a huge financial mistake. Like, they see the excitement of having their own digital code. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, and I have noticed over the years. I remember, this is a different company, and I think you know the one, the green company. That's the one I have for my modern system. I remember I punched in a DLC code, and it turned out the company actually made the mistake. It was misprinted. And I think that's going to be more common. It's a lot like a skip on a disc. I was actually going to buy a disc resurfacing machine. Still thinking about it. It's over $1,200 if you need a good quality one. I could go with one less expensive, but it doesn't really fit the agenda. Like, you're better to get the one that's more common. And it's really not by brand name. It's just more, a lot of my buddies use the same one. The biggest issue with the system is with going forward without disc games is that I always find disc games are much more reliable. They look great. The cover art on the disc alone, like, that's what sells you. I know for a fact Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was one of the coolest discs if you had it on the PS2. Like, the cover of it. We all know that cool cover of a disc. It's pretty funny to girl like blowing you a kiss. And then you realize how crazy the game is. Financially, the game is, with those setups, it's gonna hurt the small businesses that sell used video games, because they're going to be relying on games to be there at the ready, because a lot of stores that sell used video games still bring in fairly new games. It's also going to cost a lot more for them to get used PS2 to PS1 to PS5 disc games. So bringing the costs up only puts other stores in jeopardy. Could it happen? Yeah, but I doubt it. Because there's a ton of N64 stuff out there. There's a ton of all kinds of things. There's been times I've looked for some rare things. I always find it. Like, I remember I wanted an Ice Blue Complete in Box 64 for below 1,000. Way below 1,000, and I snagged one for $761 right in Canada, where I live. In a good box. Deals are always out there. Would you start collecting on these games? That's a tough one. That is a chin scratcher, as you say. If you can find a bulk lot and they're willing to sell them to you for a decent price, that's a better move. Even if it's full of commons, you're going for a decent amount, yeah. But don't do it right away. If you're hitting your rent money and you gotta get that paid up or whatever it is, mortgage, those things come first. Your PlayStation games come last. All those fun toys, we all like them. I play guitar. I just bought a big investment recently on a 6-string. and I've had to sell 2 cases. One's almost sold, but and I might have a professional rock star come to look at the other, because I'm good friends with him, of a Canadian rock band, and that's pretty cool. I got pictures of him at a music shop, and luckily I'm friends with the lead singer, and I've known the bassist for years. Actually could have been my guitar teacher, but yeah. So it's like this. Say about the PS2 games, the PS games, don't go out and run out and buy those games right away. You might be just sinking yourself in debt, and just wait for when the sales go on. Might be some sales, might not. But right now, just hold off. That's what my advice would be. That's what I always do. The strategy is you'll see things that'll be higher priced, and then you come across something that's less, and just at the right time when you're financially confident to make that decision. I'll see you.